Okay. Assalamu alaikum class. This is our 13th lecture. Uh, our topic was hazardous waste and solid waste. In last lecture we discussed about hazardous waste. So today our topic is about solid waste. Let's start with the basic definition of solid waste. Okay, before discussing about the solid waste, let's term define as a simple waste. Waste is like anything, any unwanted or unwanted or useless material. It can be anything. Waste is also known as rubbish, trash, refuse, garbage, or junk, etc. In case if we discuss about the types of waste, there are multiple types of waste like solid waste, liquid waste, biodegradable waste, biomedical waste, chemical waste, commercial waste, construction waste, consumable waste, composites, and so on. Uh, let's start with as we're discussing about solid waste. What is solid waste? It is defined as a non-liquid, non-soluble material ranging from municipal garbage to industrial waste that certain complex and something hazardous substance it arising from animal human activities that are like discarded or as unwanted and useless things. Solid waste is generated from industrial, residential, commercial activities in a given areas and may be handled in a variety of ways. Move forward. Types of solid waste. Well, obviously there are multiple types of solid waste, but these are three basic uh, types. Like first one is household waste, is generally classified as a municipal waste. Second is industrial waste as a hazardous waste, and third is biomedical waste or hospital waste as infectious waste. Let's start with the household waste or municipal waste. Municipal waste, known as a trash or garbage, consists of everyday items we used and then throw away, such as product packaging, furniture, clothing, bottles, food scraps, newspapers, paint, and pantries. This come from our home, schools, hospital, and businesses. As is mentioned, like municipal solid waste consists of household waste, construction and demolition, sanitation, waste from street, old batteries, shoe polish, paints, medicine bottles, cloth. Next is hazardous or industrial waste. Well, industrial waste is defined as a waste generated by industrial waste, also called hazardous waste, as we discuss about like while manufacturing and any other processing like property process and so on, different kind of process. Industrial waste is defined as the waste generated by manufacturing or industrial process. Uh, the types of industrial waste generated include cafeteria garbage, dirt, constant scrap metals, trash, oil, solvents, chemicals, wheat grasses and trees, woodcutter, and similar kind of waste. Hazardous waste could be highly toxic to humans, animals, and plants. They are corrosive, highly inflammable, or explosive, react when exposed to certain things. In the industrial sector, the major generators of hazardous waste are the metal, chemical, paper, pesticides, refining, rubber goods, and industries. Moving forward, next is hospital waste, biomedical or hospital waste. Biomedical waste or hospital waste is any kind of waste containing infectious materials. It may also include waste associated with generation of biomedical waste that visually appears to be medical or laboratory organ. Hospital waste is generated during the diagnosis, treatment, or immunization of human beings or animals. It may include waste like shops, soil waste, disposable discarded medicine, chemical waste, and so on. Moving forward, sources of solid waste. The main sources of solid waste are domestic, commercial, industrial, municipal, and agriculture waste. The composition of city waste as is as follows: paper, wood, cardboard, almost 53%. Garbage is around 22%, and ceramic, glass, crockery 10%, metal 10%, rubber, plastic, discarded textile is around 7%. Okay, next is about causes of solid waste. The increase in the quantity of solid waste is due to three reasons: overpopulation, like as the world population size has grown, waste generation has increased rapidly. This has this had a significant effect on humanity, wildlife, and the environment. As a result, it leads toward more disease and so different kinds of negative effect. Next is affluence. Like a positive correlation between affluence and waste generation rate means that the more affluent a person is, the more waste he will produce due to the uh, possessions of expendable income that is used to buy and consume more products. Technology advancement. Technology can harm from the environment like pollution, air, water, heat, and noise. Pollution can all be caused by producing and using technology. Waste manufacturing technology creates large amount of waste, and used computers and electronics get thrown when they break or become outdated. So that is the reason of solid waste. Moving forward, next is about effect of solid waste. First one is health hazard, and second one is environmental impact. Okay, let's see what is it. First one is hazard. If solid waste are not collected and allowed to accumulate, they may create unsanitary conditions like unhealthful or spread disease, different kind of conditions. Next is many diseases like cholera, diarrhea, different kind of disease may spread and cause loss of human lives. And in addition, improper handling of the solid waste is health hazardous for the workers who come in the direct contact with the waste. And on the other side, next is in environmental impact. If the solid waste are not treated properly, decomposition and decay may be take place. The organic solid waste during decomposition may generate obnoxious odors. It also affect on create groundwater pollution and it also disturb or affect air pollution and global warming. Uh, Next is waste management. Like waste management include the activities and actions required to manage waste from its inception and its final disposal. So here are four R concept. Four R refuse, reuse, recycle, and reduce to be followed for waste management. Refuse. Instead of buying new containers from the market, use the ones that are in the house. Refuse to buy new items, so you may think that they are prettier than the ones you already have. Second is reuse. Do not throw away from the soft drink cans or the bottles. Cover them with homemade paper or paint on them, or use them as a pencil stands or small vases. Third is recycle. Like use shopping bags made of cloths, jute, which can be used over and over again rather than it can harmful for the environment. Like as we discussed in last lecture about take the example of about shopper. So rather than using shopper, use shopping bags made of cloths and different kind of which can be used over and over again. Uh, Next is reduce. Reduce the generation of unnecessary waste. Carry your own shopping bag when you go to market and put all purchase directly into it rather than any extra shoppers, any extra bag, unused or unwaste materials. Next is control measures. Like the main purpose of solid waste management is to minimize the adverse effect of the environment. Like these steps involved collection of solid waste, disposal of solid waste, and utilization of waste. Okay, what is it? Collection of solid waste? Collection of waste includes gathering the waste, transporting it to a centralized location, and then moving it to the site of disposal. Sorry. The collected waste is then separated into hazardous or non-hazardous material and deal accordingly. Disposal of solid waste. Before the final disposal of the solid waste, it is to produce to recover the usable resources and to improve the efficiency of the solid waste disposal system. The main processing technologies are compaction, combustion, and mineral separation. Let's see what is compaction. Disposing of waste in a landfill involves bring the waste and it this remains a common practice in most countries. Landfills were often established in abandoned or unused quarries, mining voids, and last is borrow pits. Second one is combustion is the controlled burning of substance in an enclosed area as a means of treating and disposing of hazardous waste, in which there are three types of combustion. First one is incineration. that in which the destructions of something like especially waste material disposed by burning. Next is gasification. Gasification process converts solid fuel into the uh, gaseous fuel through a process of high temperature oxidation reduction reaction. Uh, Combustion releases the energy into the high temperature product gas. Third is pyrolysis. Like in pyrolysis, represent a process of thermal degradations of the waste in the total absence of air that produces recyclable products, including oil wax, combustible gases. Pyrolysis has been used to produce charcoal from biomass for thousands of years. Incineration, as I discussed, like it, you can see that a disposable method in which solid organic waste is subjected to combustion so as to convert them into residue gases products. This gasification, like it converts solid fuel into the gaseous fuel through a process of high temperature oxidation reduction reactions. uh, Carbon convert into the gases more flexible than generations, more public acceptance. And last one, as we discussed about the pyrolysis. Pyrolysis. Okay. Now third one is manual separation. Disposable solid waste. Third one is manual separation. Like in which like waste separating. When you separate your waste, this means that you different types of waste do not end up in the rubbish bins. Like in this way, you put plastic waste in plastic bag, waste input into the green bin. You throw the remaining waste onto the different kind. As in last exam lecture, I discussed about the hospitals. Like separation waste. Like you, if you remember about the three, they have three boxes. Red color, green. Sorry, red, blue, green. Uh, so they manually separate the product so that they can easily dispose or use alternate and other so on. This separation is a process by which waste is separated into two different elements. Dry waste, like it include uh, foods, related products, metal and glasses, and wet waste typically refers to organic waste usually generated by eating. Okay, utilization of waste, like the if solid waste can be properly utilized to gather the benefits such as conservation of natural resources, economic development, generate many useful products, employment opportunities, and control of air pollution. Okay, last topic is about solid waste management in Pakistan. Solid waste collection by government-owned and operated service in Pakistan cities currently average only 50% of waste quantities generated. However, for cities be relatively clean, at least 70% of these quantities should be collected. Unfortunately, none of the cities in Pakistan has proper solid waste management system right from collection of solid waste up to its proper disposal. The government of Pakistan enacted the Pakistan Environment Protection Act in 1997, which is the most recent and updated legislation on the environment. Like it provides a framework for establishing federal and provisional environment protect agencies. In Pakistan, solid waste is mainly collected by municipalities, and waste collection efficiencies range from 0% in low-income rural areas to 90% in high-income areas of large cities. Collection rate of solid waste by respective municipalities range from 51 to 69 of the total waste generated within their jurisdiction. Okay, that was about today lecture, solid waste management. Uh, in next class, we'll discuss about, I guess, noise pollution. Not sure. Let me check. I will update you, and definitely I will share with you all materials about previous lectures. Still, you have any inquiry, you have any question, you have any query, class, kindly ask me and inbox me if you have any inquiry. Like बाद में वो ना कहना कि सर समझ नहीं आई पढ़ा नहीं. Don't say anything like that. I will not any accept any excuse. So put your efforts and get your best result. It's everything on depend on you. So good luck for your final preparations. See you class in next lecture. Take care. Allah Hafiz.